students, welcome back to the session. Today we are going to discuss about an interesting poem which is in our syllabus, the ball poem. Ball is one of those interesting objects that every child would prefer to play with. And I'm very sure you would also love to play with that. And before getting into the discussion of our poem, let's have a look at some details about the poet. Have a glance and get back. Loss is part and parcel of every one of our life. And I'm very sure all of us have an experience of losing things, people, situations, opportunities, and many, many more. And facing a loss is not that easy. In this poem, the poet is trying to describe the feelings of a boy losing his ball. In fact, the ball here represents the childhood memories, the innocence, the people around us, and the opportunities that we have lost. So let's get into the poem to know how exactly the boy lost his ball and how did he feel after losing it. Did he overcome the feeling of loss? We'll have answer while we discuss about the poem. Here we go with the reading of the poem first, then we'll discuss about what the poem tells us.
This poem is written in blank verse and it says about losing something that you love and learning to grow up. It is about a little boy who, for the first time in his young life, is learning what it is like to experience grief at the loss of a much beloved possession, which is his ball. Once a boy was playing with his ball. It was bouncing in the street up and down. The boy was happily enjoying the game. While bouncing, suddenly it fell into the water and was lost. Without the ball, the boy became full of grief. The poet said, and that there were other balls. He could purchase another since it was not a great loss. There was no need to worry. But the boy had that ball for a long time, so he was deeply grieved due to his attachment with it. It was linked to his memories. The poet thinks that it is of no use to purchase another ball. He must feel his responsibility of the loss. And now moving on to the discussion of the poem. Now listen to the first stanza of the poem and then let's know what the first few lines says about. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is it to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over. There it is in the water. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. The poem is about a little boy here. He loses his ball and watches it bouncing down the street into the water. To us, the loss of a ball is of minor consequence, but to the little boy, it was a valued possession. The ball had been with him for a long, long time, and it was linked to the memories of the days when he played with it. Moving on to the second stanza of the poem. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him. A dime another ball is worthless. Here these few lines says about the boy who is very much troubled at the loss of his ball and gets into grief. He stands stiff and trembling while staring at his ball and feels so upset as he looks into the gloomy water where it had been with him for a long time. When the ball bounces into the water, all his memories of the childhood days flashes in front of him. Moreover, the poet doesn't offer him money to buy another ball because that would be worthless. So here Even though the boy feels so upset about the loss of a ball, the poet seems to look at the boy and his disappointment, his grief, but doesn't want to comfort him by giving him another ball. Instead, the poet wants the boy to understand his own responsibility. Now, moving on to the third stanza. Now he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. People will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy. And no one buys a ball back. Money is external. Here the poet says, the boy cannot find his ball in the gloomy water. This is when he gets his first sense of responsibility. The poet suggests that from the loss of the ball, the boy is learning what it means to lose something in the world of possessions, where he will lose things. He will buy some more to replace the lost ones, but would never be able to buy back the thing that he had lost. That makes a difference here. The poet thus makes the boy understand about his responsibility, as the loss is immaterial. Money is external, as it cannot buy memories, nor can it replace the things that we love, the things that really matter. Moving on to the fourth stanza. He is learning, well behind his desperate eyes, the epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days, how to stand up. Here, the poet suggests that from the loss of the ball, the boy is learning how to stand up in a world of possessions. The boy is learning what it means to lose something. The poet says that, knowing that every man has to stand up after such losses, the boy too will learn how to stand up and leave the losses behind, as he would have understood the true meaning and nature of loss.
Life is definitely very precious to all of us, and it is also very important to know that anything in our life is temporary, and we are supposed to make best use of anything that comes to us. It may be an opportunity, it may be our family members, it may be anything that comes on our way. As long as we have the opportunity, make use of the best and enjoy your life, but always have the confidence enough to face your loss. So getting worried about the loss is not going to do any good for any of us. But as long as something is there, let's be responsible. As we have discussed in the poem, responsibility is the first key to hold anything. So if you want anything in your life, you should be responsible first. So if we learn to be responsible, definitely it's very sure that the loss will never come into our life. But if in case we happen to meet loss, let's overcome loss and learn to be responsible rather than getting worried about what we have lost. So this is all that I want to discuss with you today. Have happy learning always with Learn with Grace. I'll catch you up with another topic. See you. Bye.